Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Potato Panda TV here today, and as you can see, got another one of these these three booster packs boxes of Magic the Gathering Modern Horizons, and I know I'm still kind of trying to figure out a good way to do these unboxings where you can kind of see the cards as I'm pulling them, but because of the cameras I have that aren't really the highest quality, and because I don't have any like super long legged tripods or anything like that, I don't really have anything set up right now as far as like a better setup than what I've been doing these videos with. So I'm apologizing if I don't have the best setup for trying to act like show the cards that I get while I'm opening them. So I'm just trying my best to figure a way to best open these pack or have cameras set up with so it's the best for so that people can see kind of what I'm pulling as I'm pulling them. So I guess we'll see how this. I don't know if having and I'm sorry, I know my background's kind of a mess, but I guess we'll see if this works any better than it did last week, where I had the nice little camera on in my shirt pocket while I was recording, but I might try that again, but I just didn't happen to have one of those shirts on today, so I'm not sure if I'll try that again or not, but let's see. Just trying to find a good spot to put this trash. So we got our 3 packs, and it's got the, I don't know if it's got a bear. I guess you got two bears, and then some type of like female knight or female warrior, I guess probably. So I guess we'll try go with the 2 bear packs first, and then just trying to figure a good way to kind of really do this. I probably try not to move this around too much so I don't accidentally knock the camera off as it tries to slide away there a little bit. I'm sorry, my background's just kind of messy, but well, let's see. I guess try to make sure the rare or the mythic or whatever gets in the back. Where they put the? That's where they put the. That's why I still don't get about sometimes about these cards, where sometimes they put the rare or especially more for like the Modern Horizons, where sometimes they put the rare or the mystic in the back, but once in a while they'll put them in like the front. So I don't really understand how they determine where they're gonna put their mythic because it's usually like the second or third card from the back is a mythic, but sometimes with Modern Horizons it's the second or third card from the front. So this is just the full art card, or this is like the card that one of the Dragscape Sliver looks like. I don't know. Once in a while, when I get these art cards like that, I end up pulling the card that the art's based off of, but I don't know if I'll get it this time. Then I got the soldier token. Kind of neat just because it's what you want to call it, foiled. So dismantling blow, kicker. You may pay an additional 2 colors of blue as you cast a spell, destroy target artifact, and shift this. I don't know why it says something about it's kicker, so I don't know exactly what. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I don't know exactly what that means by kicker. Target counter target creature spell. Trample. It's a confer worm. It's kind of, I don't know why it's kind of ugly looking thing, but it's kind of neat looking too. It's XX plus X plus X until end of turn, where X is the number of snow permanents you control. So that's what I think I was going to probably try maybe one of these times doing like a snow commander deck out of, because I think the snow permanents are just in the Modern Horizon, so I guess we'll see if maybe one of these days I can just do like a snow commander. And excavating Anuid. Yeah. And if there's a battlefield, you may sacrifice the land if you do draw a card. As long as as long as 7 or more cards are in your graveyard, he gets a 1/1 and has vigilance. And stream of thought. That's kind of, I don't know why I kind of like that art for some reason. Target player puts top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. You shuffle up to 4 cards from your graveyard into your library. Replicate. When you cast a spell, copy it for each time you paid its replicant cost. You may choose new targets for the copies. Interesting. Venomous Chainling. I think I may have this this card is every creature type and is death touch, so it's kind of a neat, like I always kind of like that black and purple like I've said before, but I might add that to one of my commander decks, but I guess we'll see. Fountain of some of these I'll try to skip through just so I don't make this video super long. Fountain of Ichor, artifact. When you tap, add 1 mana of any color with 3 colorless. He becomes a 3/3 dinosaur artifact creature until end of turn. So that's one definitely I'll probably, because I'm going to try making like a dinosaur or like a dinosaur dragon deck. So I'll probably have to put that up at the front to remind myself to put that as part of part of the deck. Spore Frog. I don't know, it's kind of a neat, I don't know why I kind of like the art on that one for some reason. He prevents all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. I'm going to have to add that one to my dragon deck, or red, green, white, so I might add that one to that deck. Scour all possibilities. Scurry 2, then draw a card. Flashback with 4 colorless and a blue. You may cast this card from your graveyard for its flashback cost, then exile it. Kind of a so-so card. Fist of the Flame. Draw a card until end of turn. Target creature gains trampling. Gets 1/1/0 for each turn card you've drawn this turn. And I don't know. I guess I wasn't. I guess I did get some uncommons in here. They were just out of order. Enduring Silver. Put a Outcast for 2 colorless. For 2 colorless tap. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Outlast only as a sorcery. Other silver creatures you control have Outlast 2 colorless. I don't know I don't know exactly what the Outlast and all that stuff means, but I got a black land, and then this is the rare I got for my nothing special. Nothing rare I got for my first pack. Meriden Besieged. As it enters the battlefield, choose Marion or Physexian. If I choose Marion, whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless Mayor artifact creature token. Whenever I choose Phyrexian, at the beginning of your end step, draw a card, then discard a card. Then if there are 15 or more artifact cards in your graveyard, target opponent loses the game. Yeah, it's definitely maybe one I'm kind of still basically finished working on a red, green, or a black, blue, white one that I might use that as like a maybe card. So off to pack 2. And just like I said, I'm going to try to make this video as quick as possible, because I don't want to make this video too boring or drawn out. I'm just trying to put the rare in the back. I kind of saw what it looked like. I just didn't really exactly see what it was. Got a zombie token. I got this kind of cool looking full art card. It's Ingenious Infiltrator. Oh, let's see. Well, that's why I thought this. When I read off the name of. Oh, never mind. I guess they're not exactly the same, but this one is Drag Escape Silver, and this one was Enduring Silver. So that's kind of probably, I think, why I thought this card sounded familiar. Let's see. I got a green land. Convoke. Your creatures can help cast a spell who's flying. Kind of a neat card. I know I have flying for my, or have a lot of flyers for my blue, black, white deck, so I guess I'll put that in for my commander. So maybe that's a maybe for one of my commander decks. Rot Widow pack. Has reach for 3 colorless, a black and a green. Exile a creature card from your graveyard. Create a 1/2 screen spider creature token with reach. Then each opponent will lose 1 life for each spider you control. I guess I don't have any black. I don't think I've started any like black-green decks, so I was thinking about putting that on a maybe, but I don't think I've started one yet. Ursa's Rage. I don't know why this is. I like this one. Kind of like the art's kind of hard to see, but I just kind of like the art on this one just because it looks so kind of like clean. And a lot of other cards looks kind of like everything's kind of wishy-washy, so this one just looks like it's all really clean. I think it has something like kicker on it, but I can't exactly remember. I don't know exactly what kicker means. Equipped Amorphous Axe. He's an artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +3/+0 and has every creature type. I don't know what if that matter or if that matters any. Elvish Fury. Doesn't look like it's too much. Gilded Light. You gain Shroud until end of turn. You can't be a target of spells or abilities. For cycling 2 colorless, discard this card, draw a card. Nothing special. Reign of Revelation, draw 3 cards, then discard a card. I guess I could put that as a maybe for my black, blue, white. Changeling Outcast. This card is every creature type. You can't block and can't be blocked. Kind of a weird ability. Treetop Ambusher. He's a dash. You may cast a spell for its dash cost. If you do, it gains haste and it's returned from the battlefield to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. That's another one of his cards that's just kind of hard to see, but just kind of got some clean artwork to it, so that's kind of what I kind of like that one. Might kind of maybe want to spell snuff, counter target spell, fateful hour. If you have 5 or less life, draw a card. So that's maybe a maybe. Trample, haste. The beginning of your end step, return, vigilance. So it's great. So it's nothing special. So I'm kind of go through this one. Nothing special. And Bulgarian Dragon Heart, Human Shaman. Sacrifice another creature until on a turn Bulgarian Dragon Heart becomes a dragon with pace, power, and toughness 4 floor, flying, and haste. So I mean that's kind of it's kind of one of those things I might put into my red, green, white, flying dragon dinosaur decks. I guess we'll see. And then my rare is a Force of Vigor. If it's not your turn, you may exile a green card from your hand rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Destroy up to 2 target artifacts and or enchantments. That's kind of a maybe. And then my final pack. Haven't pulled anything like spectacular yet, but I got a couple decent cards possibilities for my few of my commander decks. Oh, it looks like I got a mythic this turn, so maybe we'll see if it's anything special. Shapeshifter token. Try to kind of keep these fairly organized, and then there's the Sword of Truth and Justice, one of those, I guess is the art cards that shows what's in the, I don't even know exactly what those are called. And I got green, not green, red basic snowland. Rebuild, for return all artifacts to the owner's hands. That's why I put that in my possibility for my black, blue, white commander deck. Return all artifacts to their commander's hands, or to their owner's hands. Abominable Tree Folk. Trample. Tree Folk's power and toughness are each equal to the number of snow permanents you control. When an abominable Tree Folk enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during the controller's next untap step. Kind of a neat card, even though I don't think I have any. I don't have a green-blue deck yet, as far as I can remember. Wing Shards. Target player sacrifices attacking creature. Storm. When you cast a spell, copy it for each spell cast before it in this turn. You may choose new target for the copies. Don't know exactly what that means. I got this one. Got this one before the Informorphous Axe. It gets a +3/+0 and is every creature type. So, Magmatic Sinkhole. It deals 5 damage to target creature planeswalker. So that's another one for maybe my red, green, white commander deck. I got that one, Gilded Light. I think I already pulled that one in this block earlier today. Trampling Herd. Create a green 3/3 green elephant creature token. Rebound. If you cast a spell from your hand, exile it as it resolves at the beginning of your next upkeep. You may cast this card from exile without paying its mana cost. It's a maybe. Kind of like the design or the art on that one for some reason. And Diabolic Edict. Target player sacrifices a creature. So yeah, it's kind of like the art on that one. So it's another one for my, possibly for my blue, black, white commander. Nimble Mongoose. Shroud. This creature can't be the target of a spell or abilities. Threshold. Nimble Mongoose gets 2/2 as long as 7 or more cards are in your graveyard. That's kind of meh. Reckless Charge. You get 3/3/0 until end of turn. Wall of 1,000 Cuts. I think I may have had this one before, or I've got to pull this one before in another one of these commander packs. Wall of 1,000 Cuts. Defender flying with 1 weight. Wall of 1,000 Cuts can attack this turn as though it didn't have defender. It's kind of a maybe. Kit Drake gets a 2/2/0 as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. It's kind of a maybe. Goblin Champion. Haste. Exalted. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, that creature gets 1/1 until end of turn. And then, yep, I got a mythic. The first silver. Legendary creature Cascade. When you cast the spell, exile cards from the top of your library. What's it? When you cast the spell, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. Put the exiled cards on the bottom of your library in a random order. Silver spells you cast have Cascade. So I don't know, it's kind of, I mean, it's definitely kind of a neat card. I don't know if I'll ever be able to make I think they call it a rainbow deck, or a rainbow commander, where you get cards from each color of the, or make a commander deck from each of the 5 colors, but it's definitely a neat card either way. But yeah, I appreciate everybody taking the time to stop by, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.